on this thing again, and don't look like we made much progress. But what we do got is we got the bolt loose for the oil pump. I'm gonna start trying to put this oil pump girdle on. I'll show you exactly what I'm into here. It is a booger, man. It's rough. It's rough trying to get that one bolt out so you don't drop it in the oil pan. Let me see if I can get y'all down there. Down in there. See that? See the head of that bolt right there? You don't want that to fall in the oil pan. So you turn it a little at a time, and I mean very little. As you can see, I fishing string wrapped around it. When it gets all the way loose, I can just pull on the string and pull the bolt out if it falls. I'm gonna show y'all how that girdle works. This is the bolt we're trying to get out, and the way everything is done, it is almost impossible. I mean, the way the oil pan actually is like this. So you're down in there trying your best to get that bolt out without it falling. So when you go to put it back in, this bolt's almost impossible to put back in. So this is where the girdle comes in, and you put the oil pump or the oil girdle on this side, and it's much easier to get this girdle, which is this, wraps around the pickup tube. Oh, excuse me. Wraps around the pickup tube, clamps down on it, keeps it sealed. And I'll show you on this side here is where it would bolt up at. You can get to that bolt right there, no problem, versus the one underneath it. This is the one we have. Improved Racing, LS engine oil pump, pickup tube, brace, and girdle. That's how she looks. And this is how she goes on. Simple Simon. They do show that the other bolts in there, but if it's running one bolt now, what's it hurting running the one bolt now later? It does work. Used it before. Does work. Used it before. So that is our problem, man. Getting this bolt out here, which is way down in there, to install this bolt with this new oil pump. Part number 2320610. Standard oil pump. That's the struggles of trying to do all this while the motor's still in the vehicle, and oil pan. You know, with this being four-wheel drive, you can't drop the oil pan. I guess I could loosen the bolts a little, pick the engine up some, and loosen the oil pan bolts, but I don't want to get into that. I've done it this way before, and it just takes some time. It really does. Patience and time. I've got the bolt loose. I'm just turning it a little bit at a time and walking away from it for a second so I don't get too frustrated, and then coming back. We'll get this new one in. We'll get this new girdle in, oil pump in. We'll pack it full of some type of grease to help it pick up oil pressure, and rock and roll. All right, got him out, and this is how you do it. Keep that bolt from falling. See, I done had it. I had it. See it? I got him, y'all. That fishing string is the only way to go. Uh-oh, I dropped it. Hope I got enough pressure on it to get it out of there. That bolt ain't very long, but it takes forever and a day to get it screwed out. So now we got the oil pump loose. We still got to do some finagling here. It don't come right out, but we'll get it. Y'all, we adding the final touches to this daggone truck. Ready to come in with it. I guess you call it interlude. Man, we didn't have no silicone, don't have no spark plugs, don't have no antifreeze. So I got to go get all these things so we can go ahead and get this thing jumping. I'm telling you, man, I'm excited because, like I said, I've had the truck this long and haven't drove it. It's my own fault. So, oh, and I found well, we might look at it when I'll get back there. But I found a push rod, that number one push rod, that one that was seized up. I found a push rod. That push rod had zero vision. You could not see through that push rod. Could not. So it wasn't gonna get no oil no way. Because of one, the DOD. So let us go get some of this cheap. I say cheap because we doing some Walmart specials. Go ahead and get some oil. Go ahead and get a oil filter. Go ahead and get all these things. Like I said, I'm gonna let it run for a minute. I'm gonna flush this engine, man, because it's got trash all in it from doing this. Main thing is seeing oil pressure and no noises. So we might be able to fire this thing up today. We'll see. I'll see it. Oil pump in, timing cover, timing gear in. See, it's a 4-pole. You have to have a 4-pole because we were using DOD or VVT. It's not a 1-pole. What I mean by pole is these raised sections here. Raised sections here. Got that oil pump in, brand spanking. Now, we got our rockers back on. We had a junky one push rod that was, I mean, you couldn't even see through it. Trash upon trash. Now I tried to use this needle or this hose to spray it out, you know, just to clean them, spray them all out. It wouldn't even go in it. So I had a spare one, so no big deal. So we're going to put our silicone base here in these corners, our new gasket, our cover, and start putting things back together. See if it'll hit. There ain't no tune in it, you know what I mean? It's still running on the DOD stuff, and it's a cam vehicle now, so it may not do nothing. But the main thing is, I kind of want to turn it over enough. I want to turn it over enough to see what kind of oil pressure I got. That's another one of the important things. Oil pressure and no boom boom, you know, crazy noises. I said boom boom. No crazy noises. So my trusty assistant here, if you don't mind, could you stand back here, because I don't know if there's gonna be some pieces, stuff flying out. You stand back here and do the thing. We're gonna hit the key and see what she does, y'all. Oh, here we go, y'all. Oh shoot! Keep forgetting stuff. Keep forgetting stuff. I don't have the fuel pump fuse in it. There's the fuel pump relay, and there's the fuel pump fuse. And I think, I'm not sure. All right, try it again. Battery is dead. Oh, or is it loose? Hold on. No, it's dead. All right, she's all about together, but the radiator and the fan, so let's see what she do. I ain't seen no oil pressure. Oh! Oh! Shoot! Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright. We ain't doing it, y'all. I just dumped out all my transmission fluid.
We had to plug up something.
Yep. Alright, y'all. We got it back together. All the way back together. I'm gonna wipe it all down. Spray it with some, wipe it down. But we got it together. I'm gonna clean that up. See what she do, man. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Looks like we might have a winner. We might have a winner. We might have a winner. Got a couple codes, man, that I'm not familiar with, never seen before. Oh man, I don't. And then I got a miss on number 8 cylinder. I don't know if that's injector or if that's something else, but let me go ahead and change this plug wire. I'm gonna change the plug wire, pull that plug off, put a different plug wire on it, and we're gonna take a first test drive, see what she does. Let me get y'all this cold start. Like I said, it's got a miss on number 8 cylinder. I don't know why. The spark plug wire seems to be tight. But see what she tastes sounding like, y'all. Stock exhaust. Yeah, it's still missing somewhere on number 8 for some reason. First drive. Horse and buggy, horse and buggy. Looky, looky, who behind the wheel? Looky, looky.
pass him?
Yeah. I mean, just turn in his driveway and back around. I don't want to go too far.
I always pull over there.
But that's where they're going. Just pull right, yeah. Back together, y'all. Back together. We in the streets with it. Test drive. We gotta put the test drive on it. See how it do. Gotta see how it do. Oh, you can barely hear the cam too. Barely hear the cam. I did find a bad spot in the frame. But I'm gonna fix that, so I ain't sweating it. Yeah. She's quiet too. Got a little mist though. I don't know where it's coming from. We'll see.